Can you tell what this message says? Coded messages are a fun and clever way to add an extra element of surprise and mystery to your game. We all know about your standard jumble code. That's where one letter actually represents a different letter. To make things extra complex, you might even scramble a crucial part of your note to further confuse your enemies. But in tabletop games, one likes to be a bit more creative and use symbols that may take a bit more time to decipher. One such cipher code was sent to us by Twitter user Darkest Argentum. He sent us this message, along with one hint: the clue is in your pocket. He's allowed us to share the secrets regarding this one, so let's take it step by step. Look closely at any of the characters in this message, and you'll notice that the left half of each symbol is mirrored by the right side. Ignore the right side of each character, and you have a number. So let's ignore the mirrored numbers. And we're left with this. What numbers do you see? 1 through 9, and the weird crossed over character was made from 2 zeros. Now, remember our clue. It doesn't take a lot of thought to realize that the one thing usually in everybody's pocket is a cell phone, and the phone's keypad contains the numbers 1 through 9 and 0. And your phone keypad, just like all telephones, has a set of letters underneath most of the buttons. But that's not the final answer to our coded message, because for every number on the keypad, there are 3 or 4 possible letters, and the numbers 1 and 0 aren't designated any letters at all, and there are quite a lot of zeros and ones in this message, so it's not a simple number for letter code. Now, if you notice in our message, the number 0 only appears by itself, and noticeably between other clusters of numbers. So back to our how to text lesson. On old school cell phones, you had to press the same number a certain number of times in quick succession in order to achieve the desired number. For instance, to get the letter A, you had to press the number 2 once. To get to B, you would press the number 2 twice, and so on down the line. And for spaces, you would usually press the 0 key. So, let's treat each 0 as a space and remove them entirely. Our message has 9 clusters of numbers, so it's safe to assume our note has 9 words. Look at every other number in our message. It's either a 1, 2, 3, or 4. Our phone's alphanumeric keys can type either 3 or 4 letters based on the number you press. Now, if our theory is correct, then each cluster is not made up of 4 letters, but actually 2 pairs of numbers. The first number tells you what number on the phone you would press if you were texting, and the second number tells you how many times to press the button to arrive at that letter. So let's test our theory. Number 6 once is M. Number 7 3 times is R. MR. That's not a word, but it could be an abbreviation. Let's continue on. 9 once, 2 once, 8 once, 7 4 times. Now remember, there are 4 letters on the 7 key. 6 3 times, and 6 2 times. Watson. Mr. Watson. By Jove, I think we've got it. Now we can confidently fill out the rest of this message. If you know how the rest of this famous quote ends, well done. If you don't, work out the rest of the message for yourself using our cipher key, and check your work at the end of the show.